With the online certification program that CETL offered, I was looking to really get a good handle on online teaching. I had, like everybody else, kind of surfed the web and looked at what people had to say about online education. As I had mentioned earlier, our program is entirely online. And so it's not a web-enriched program, if you will, or computer-enriched, enhanced. It's totally online. So I saw the need that the instructor had to be an expert in online education. And having never taught online before, it was a huge motivator for me to go through the process and the certification that CETL offered, because I quickly saw from reading texts and textbooks and reading online that it is different than face-to-face teaching. It's not simply taking your face-to-face course and putting it online. It's different. And you need to have, as an online instructor, a good idea of what those differences are to be a really effective online instructor. With online education, I quickly realized that you needed to be organized. So I think something I had a good idea about and it quickly became a reality is that you need to be exquisitely organized in doing and presenting an effective online education program. There's no going and doing the lecture the night before, preparing the lecture the night before, making the slides, and going in and doing it the next day. So it's something that a face-to-face teacher should be doing anyway. Unfortunately, with the realities of life, sometimes you can't always do that. But the concern I had was getting things all together and all ready for it's a totally asynchronous program, asynchronous courses, to have everything ready to go by the time we put the program live. And so that organization, I think that's was one of my big concerns, that everything I've done has kind of helped me with. Another concern that came to, I guess, my forefront, or came to life for me, was that correcting mistakes. When you're in a face-to-face classroom, you can correct a mistake that you may, a slip of the tongue that you may make during a lecture. You can correct that by a student who raises their hand and states, "Did you really mean to say this? I think you meant to say that, didn't you?" And you can correct that in front of all your class in a moment. You have their, hopefully, attention, and it's fixed. And face it, everybody makes mistakes. On an online education, however, you still, as life goes, you still make mistakes. You help try to lessen those mistakes, number one, by proofreading. Hopefully you have somebody who can proofread for you, because like writing a paper, no matter how many times you look at it, if you're the one who authored it, you can't pick up all the mistakes. And then having an effective way to fix mistakes, because you do. And you need to present that to the students up front as what are your means of communication and how you're going to tell students, quickly and effectively. Now, on that handout, there happened to be a small error, and I meant to say this. So that fixing mistakes in an effective way, and in a hopefully a timely way, hopefully preventing those mistakes, and organization, those things all I think are more forefront in my mind with online education than with face-to-face education.